After weeks of threats, Pyongyang continues to find ways to up the stakes. North Korea's latest blast came in a statement from the Chief of the Army's General Staff, informing the White House and Pentagon that the US nuclear threat would be smashed by a cutting-edge, smaller, lighter and diversified nuclear strike means. The essence of the rhetoric remains the same, but on Thursday came signs of some physical measures as well. South Korea's defense minister confirmed reports that a missile with considerable range had been observed being moved to North Korea's east coast. It could not reach the US mainland, he said, and its deployment might be a drill or preparation for a missile test.
We're closely monitoring North Korea. As I told you before, we haven't found any signs of all-out war, but we consider that its provocation is always possible, and we are ready for it.
The United States is moving a mobile missile interceptor to protect its bases on the Pacific island of Guam, the Defense Secretary calling the danger real and clear.
Some of the actions they've taken over the last few weeks present a real and clear danger and threat to the interests, certainly, of our allies.
As significant as its military threats, Pyongyang for the second time in a few days warned it could shut down the joint industrial zone in Kaesong. For a second day, North Korea denied access to trucks lined up to take in raw materials for the factories and food for the more than 800 South Koreans still inside. Well, we're seeing the second batch of vehicles coming south from Kaesong so far here on Thursday. This border remains open only to one-way traffic. The longer that remains the case, the more difficult operations in Kaesong become. With pressure on their businesses mounting, South Korean factory owners appealed for crossings to resume and appeared to suggest more, that North Korea wanted all South Korean workers out by next Wednesday.
There
are 5 days left before the 10th, the date when the North asked us to pull out. But now we cannot predict exactly what's going to happen.
Almost as soon as the news broke, Seoul's unification ministry was quashing what would have signified a rapid deepening of the crisis, saying the businesses had instead been asked for a list of employees who wanted to leave, but admitting there'd been no government-to-government contact. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Seoul.